Hello trainers, Neto here, and today we're diving into my final video for Hisuian Cup of Great League. We're gonna have an ABB team with double dark at the back, which is not gonna be played as a double dark, but that's another matter. And we're gonna have up in front a rank 1 freaking Shadow Mobile, and we're gonna use it with Fire Fang. I really like Fire Fang over Fairy Wind because it gives me more coverage against steals and bugs, which are gonna be pretty much all over the meta nowadays. All those scissors, Cavaliers, Wormadams, or even Galvantulas can get destroyed by this Pokemon. Frostlass is another Pokemon that we want to see up on the lead, so those are gonna be our targets throughout the entirety of this video. We're gonna be afraid of certain elements like Azumarill, Toxapex and stuff like that, but overall you're gonna see that Mobile with Fire Fang is gonna have play a lot against the meta. When we encounter a bad lead, well, Hisuian Qwilfish will come into play and we're gonna see how we can adapt to the situation right from that spot. Now, without any further ado, let's dive into the first battle. We are starting off the first battle with an Escavalier. That's pretty cool. We love to see that lead, especially when we have Fire Fang. You saw that they stayed a little bit there. They want to see what kind of fast attack we have, because Fairy Wind is a very good matchup for Escavalier. So if we had Fairy Wind, they could stay. If we had Fire Fang, they would swap out, and here it is. Here is the swap to the Toxapex, so we can take the first Brine and then use our Sableye to finish it off with a shield, of course, with our Foul Place. I'm gonna try and bait once again the return here. Baiting the return is always a very nice choice when you can, since right now they are shieldless, they spend 2 shields for a reason. We can still reach to the return, down goes that Toxapex, we won that entire matchup, and right now we're gonna get farmed down by this Escavalier. Things are not over yet because they have some energy to spare here. A Drilleran can be deadly. However, they go for the acid spray, pretty smart play, but we have now Hisuian Qwilfish to switch into that Sableye, and we're having the upper hand here because they might be able to finish us with that return, but we can go in with a Mobile. They are energy dry, down they go, and at this point the Cavalier stands no chance against our Fire Fangs. Into the next one now with Mobile facing the Frostlass, another good lead that we want to see with this Pokemon. We're having the switch out to that Drapion, and if you're wondering, come on Ganeto, is this gonna be just a very good lead video? No, just wait a moment, you're gonna see some bad leads as well. We have now the Crunch here, and those two Pokemon are pretty similar as you can see. 3 moves are required from both ends to finish each other off, and we're gonna lose this on the long term of the battle, so I'm going here for the Aqua Tail. We're gonna lose because of the energy disadvantage that we have, but they're getting a little bit greedy here. We have the Aqua Tail, the final one, to take the shield out of them. They're gonna be able to unleash the move right now, but at this point we have taken the shield advantage, and right now we can go in with our Sableye, start farming down the energy, and they have an Azumarill at the back. Azumarill can deal both with my Sableye and my Mobile, which is pretty bad at the moment, but what we can do here is to pressure even more with Sableye, since we have the energy needed. We're gonna go ahead and shield twice our Sableye here because we know that they have a Frostlass, and Frostlass really struggles both against Mobile and Sableye, so we're gonna be using here the Foul Play, able to take out the Azumarill. We will try to go here for the Foul Play on the CMP, absolutely amazing. Down goes their shield, the final shield. We're gonna go down in the process as well, but at this point Mobile can come in and start destroying down the entire HP out of the Frostlass. We can barely farm down here before they reach to the Shadow Ball, so this is gonna be a pretty close win. Into the next one now with a Toxapex up on the lead. What did I tell you? One of the worst possible lead scenarios. Toxapex, we have to get out of there as soon as possible, especially when we have Fire Fang because it does no damage at all, and right now they're gonna go with the Brine. As always, I can take the Brine or the Sludge Wave on this situation, and we can go and pressure even more with our moves. We have now a Dark Pulse ready to go, which is gonna deal a nice chunk to the Toxapex, and we have one more right after that. This is gonna take a shield for sure out of them. And also we're gonna throw at the CMP, which means now that they have to throw the Brine here. Down we go, but at this point we can go in with a Sableye and start doing some solid work. However, at the back there is gonna be this Azumarill, and once again Azumarill is gonna be kind of a code breaker for this line, so we have to play accordingly here, blocking twice or once, and with the return it depends of course. Our Sableye will be the main key for our win. We're gonna stay in a little bit more here, going for the foul play on the Azumarill. They decide to take it, down they go, Sableye of their own comes in, so we have to go at least with a double foul play here if we want to have any chance at all. They're gonna take the first one, so I was like, you know what, we can take the move now. By taking this move we can rely on our mobile to finish off the match. They come in with that Toxapex, and I'm thinking, shall I block, shall I not? I block the Brine, this can be deadly, but we have to use now the Power Up Punch. I use the Power Up Punch here because I do not want them to pass through one Shadow Claw when I'm using my Power Up Punch, so I will be able to destroy them down right after. Into the next one now, and they have a Mandibuzz up on the lead. Not the best, not the worst, this is kind of an even matchup to be honest, and if we can land that player off, well, it is most probably the best matchup that we can get. However, right here on the switch, we're gonna be met up with a Toxapex as they're trying to catch, I believe, a Power Up Punch or whatever, and right now we have the foul play ready to go from my Sableye. Sableye is gonna do so much work against Toxapex, so definitely a Pokemon that you want to have on your team, and it is gonna give you some coverage against other ghost types like Runerigus, like Frostlass, like Kofagrigus, or even Jellicent, whatever your opponent might have. We're gonna see now the farm down of the Toxapex, but at this point we can simply destroy it down with the Fire Fang. Whatever comes in, even the Mandibuzz, we're gonna have a potential play rough, but I'm gonna go here for the bait lands, and we're gonna be able to pressure even more here for that play rough. Let's see if that can succeed its purpose, because they're getting super close to another move, this time the foul play. We are with 1 HP in the dream, however they made the switch. I think that was a Wormadam, they can absorb the move, but after the Power Up Punch it can really hurt even that Wormadam. I'm gonna go here for the Aqua Tail because I was expecting the Shield for some reason. This was not the best move to be honest, and I had to go for the Dark Pulse, but anyways we're gonna be able to shield that Iron Head, and at this point we're gonna charge up a lot of energy. We have already that double Dark Pulse ready to go, they are not gonna shield, down goes Wormadam, and we have now some Aqua Tails ready to spam the heck out of that Mandibuzz. All we need now is a double Aqua Tail to finish off the job here. Let's go with the first one, they're gonna take it, they have no shields at all, and we can outspeed for sure with the next Aqua Tail here, and our Qwilfish will be the spammy monster that we need to finish off this match. Hopping into the next one now with a Scavalier up on the lead. Pretty solid lead, you already know how good that can be. We safe switch into Hisuian Qwilfish as we're following the switch into that Sableye. We're gonna go with a big move, the Dark Pulse, and Dark Pulse is gonna be an amazing move. I really like it because it deals so much damage, it takes the stab damage as well from that Qwilfish, and now we can pressure with Aqua Tails that shield. We have to be aware of the return, but right here I will call the bait. It is gonna be just a foul play, so yes trainers, you have to call sometimes the correct moves, and right now we're gonna go with the Aqua Tail, able to take their shield out, and at this point I'm pretty sure I can shield once and pressure even more. What I want to do here is to overfarm just a little bit, just to remain with one single HP left, so that they cannot farm a lot with a Scavalier, because a Scavalier with energy can still thread down my mobile without any shields. They have now this Dragalge, and I make a crucial mistake here because I decide to go for the foul play. The foul play is not a mistake, but the great is, because right now they can survive. They are not gonna throw immediately because they also do not want to get farmed down, so I have to go ahead, bring my Pokemon here into play. And mobile with those fangs will be able to close the match, especially after the Power Up Punch, because it is just gonna charge up like crazy those damage outputs. We're proceeding now into the next one, and we're having the Mandibuzz up on the lead. We have to stay in on this one, and they are getting out of there with the Galvantula. What are you doing, trainer? I'm just gonna destroy you down. They're gonna go of course with the Discharge, a very nice block here by my part I believe. We're gonna farm down in the process with the Fire Fangs, and let's see now what they have at the back, because Mandibuzz is not returning at all. They have the Toxic Rock, and that is not looking that good. Now we have to switch out to the Sableye, and let's see if they are gonna stay in. My plan here is to destroy as much as possible the Toxicroak without even spending a shield at all, so foul play will be my main concern here. However, they have their switch timer up, and right now Mandibuzz is coming into the battle. With Mandibuzz in the battle, I'm just gonna try and go here for some cheap damage with that foul play before getting farmed down. This is not looking that well, but we can still survive with a little bit of HP on our Mawile, and we can pressure even more here. So they're gonna try and go with a foul play, dealing so much damage. So I'm seeing that foul play does more than I was expecting, so we can go in now with that Qwilfish, and Toxicroak is coming into the battle. What I want to do here is to avoid the double Mud Bomb and instead fire off a double Aqua Tail to finish them off. We are seeing that we can do that quite effectively. Hisuian Qwilfish is gonna be the key Pokemon that we need in order to beat this Toxicroak out of existence. Overall, you're seeing that Shadow Rank 1 Mawile is having quite a blast on those battles, and we're gonna be able to take a very nice lead into the next one with Alola Ninetales. We're gonna force now the switch out to their own Shadow Mawile, but we have a rank 1 and we're gonna bring Qwilfish after we damage this Pokemon quite a lot. I know that even with that amount of HP that we have on our Mawile, we can still be deadly, so keeping my energy alive and my HP for the end game, and of course sacrificing Qwilfish here is gonna be the main priority of my team. They decide to double block here, so I was like, you know what, you want to avoid that matchup no matter what, so I'm just gonna farm him down with my Sableye here, and let's see what you got at the back, because I have a feeling that if you safe switch the mirror match against my Mawile, at the back there must be something really weak to my Pokemon. There is gonna be that Tyranitar, so we have the play rough, the big move to destroy down a whole forest or a whole mountain, a whole family of those Tyranitars, and we're gonna get this victory because Ninetales stands no chance at all. Into the next one now, we have another bad lead, this time on the face of Toxicroak. We have to go ahead and use those Aqua Tails on the switch as much as possible. They go for the Mud Bomb, really smart play here, and now they're gonna bank that energy by catching, of course, one cheap move, the Aqua Tail on that Mandibuzz. I would go for that Aqua Tail no matter what, to be honest, because this is my main move to go against the Mandibuzz. So I have one more ready to go before fading, and perhaps we can reach to another one before getting to no HP. No, we cannot, barely we can, which means now that we have to go in with Mawile, absorb those moves and completely farm down, relying on my player rough to do all the work against that Toxicroak. Let's see though if they are gonna expect that player rough. We still have a win con as you're seeing here, and I'm gonna try and build up a little bit more to that player rough. This is gonna be a really huge move if it lands, and no it isn't, so we have to go in now with a Sableye. Let's see though what they can do against us, because they still have one whole Pokemon and it is gonna be the Umbreon, so yeah, pretty much a game over for me. I'm gonna get out of there. They just ended our final good streak that we had on Go Battle League. So into the next one now, and we're having the Frostlass up on the lead, pretty solid lead. We're gonna stay in and we're gonna completely farm down with one shield. I knew that was gonna be an avalanche, that was for sure not a Shadow Ball, but still we take a lot of damage and I want my Mawile healthy. So at the back they have a Toxapex, we have a Sableye, we have seen that before. We're gonna see now the Brine, which we can take, to be honest, up in front, and we can pressure even more now with those foul plays. We have one more ready to go, no, only one, okay. So I'm gonna take another Brine here. I'm not gonna double block my Pokemon and I will fall down to those poison traps. At least we have evened that shield scenario, and now my Qwilfish can come in, not only tank one move but also over farm at a point that it can finish off Toxapex and that Frostlass with ease. Look at how easily it is for that Hisuian Qwilfish to charge up to the move. We have the Dark Pulse ready to go, destroying down Toxapex. They return now with that Frostlass. We have one more Dark Pulse ready to go. They're gonna block it, absolutely amazing. And at the back lies that Jellicent. Jellicent is not the best Pokemon that I want to see right now, but they decide to go here for the early move. That has to be a Bubble Beam, not a big Shadow Ball. We can take this one. and we can pressure even more for that play rough. At this point I was like, you know what, we can survive one bubble beam, right? We have the rank 1 mobile and we cannot. This is a bummer. So what I want to do here is to go ahead and farm as much as possible, risking my death here right on the edge. We have to go for the Aqua Tail and we have to pray that Dark Pulse is ready to go. Yes, it is, trainers. Dark Pulse are ready to unleash its power from the Qwilfish with stab damage against that Ferocious and grant for us a very nice and clutch victory. Into the final one with a Galvantula up on the lead. You know how good that can be for our mobile. We are absolutely destroying and melting down with fire that bug type. They have at the back an Umbreon and we have to go in with Qwilfish now. Aqua Tails are gonna do a lot of work but still not enough damage individually. We have to unleash at least 5 of those if we want to have a chance. So 2, yeah, I think that is gonna be the second one. So we're gonna see a nice damage output from that Aqua Tail. And we have one more ready to go here, with the Aqua Tails being even spammier than a whole Umbreon, which is pretty crazy. And I want to see how this battle can unfold, because we have the fourth one ready to go, able to leave that Umbreon up on the red. And we're gonna go in now with the mobile. I know I can tank the moves, I know I have to throw at some point the power up punch, so I'm gonna farm up a little bit more. Now throw the power up Fang, as I like to call it. Down goes Umbreon. They have the Galvantula, which just returns for nothing, and they have now the Toxic Rock. What I want to do here is to tank to one move, perhaps block the second. We're gonna see if they want to farm down completely, and I will do as much pressure as I want. I do not want to use a foul play at all. I want to leave them with 1 HP so that I can finish off with that Fire Fang, and this is gonna happen, trainers, and we're gonna get this final victory for the final battle. So that's all, trainers. Thank you for watching, thank you for staying till the end. Just be sure to leave a huge like before you go, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't, and if you want to help even more, just be sure to check out that join button that is gonna be right below this video. So with your help we can reach even to new limits with my channel, and without your help we cannot do that. So by subscribing, by even liking this video, which is gonna take just 1 millisecond, to be honest, just one simple click will be it for your support to the channel. And if you want to support even more my content, yeah, that join button can help a lot. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all into the next one. Take care, trainers.